Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय। श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I welcome you to today's Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita session. Today is April 10th, 2026, and we are reading from Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 9. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's travels to the holy places in South India. So yesterday we saw that after Mahaprabhu stayed during catur-māsa in the house of Venkat Bhatta, when the 4 months period came to an end, Mahaprabhu took permission from Venkat Bhatta and he proceeded to go further south after taking darshan of Sri Ranga. But Venkat Bhatta wanted to go with Mahaprabhu. He would not go back to his house. He just kept walking with Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. And Mahaprabhu endeavored in various ways, and with the great endeavor, finally he managed to say goodbye to Venkat Bhatta and, forbid him from following Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. And then when Mahaprabhu left like this, Venkat Bhatta, in separation from the Lord, just fainted. Such are Mahaprabhu's pastimes, the son of Sachi Mata. Then we saw that Mahaprabhu, walking and walking, came to Ṛṣabha Parvata. And there he took darshan of Lord Narayan. And he offered obeisances in front of Lord Narayan. So we also understood that this mountain, Ṛṣabha Parvat, is close to Madurai in Tamil Nadu, 12 miles north of Madurai city. And so, mountains are usually, there's a range of mountains. So the range of mountains is known as Kṛṣṇa-kathā-raṅge, and in that one mountain is Ṛṣabha Parvata. Why is it called Ṛṣabha Parvat? Because near this hill called Ṛṣabha, Lord Rishabdev actually burnt himself to ashes. He performed that last time. So then we'll continue from text 167 now. Mahaprabhu is in Ṛṣabha Parvat and took darshan of Lord Narayan and offered obeisances. Paramānanda Purī rahe catur-māsa, śuni MAHAPRABHU gelā, purī-gosāñira pāśa. So when Mahaprabhu was in on Ṛṣabha Parvat, he found out, Mahaprabhu heard that Paramānanda Purī stayed there during the catur-māsa period. Mahaprabhu was in Śrī Rangam during catur-māsa, and Paramānanda Prabhu happened to be on Ṛṣabha Parvat during catur-māsa. When Mahaprabhu heard that Paramānanda Purī is on Ṛṣabha Parvat, he stayed there during catur-māsa, he went to meet Paramānanda Purī. Paramānanda Purī rahe catur-māsa, śuni MAHAPRABHU gelā, purī-gosāñira pāśa. Paramānanda Purī had stayed at Ṛṣabha Hill during the 4 months of the rainy season, and when Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu heard this, he immediately went to see him. Purī-gosāñira prabhu, kaila caraṇa vandana, preme purī-gosāñi tāre, kaila āliṅgana. So, when you hear Puri, Puri means a sannyasi. That's the title for sannyasis. So there are different titles for sannyasis depending on their the different schools that they belong to, the different lines. So Paramānanda Purī is a sannyasi. When Mahaprabhu heard that Paramānanda Purī stayed on Ṛṣabha Hill during catur-māsa, he went to meet him. And when he saw Paramānanda Purī, Mahaprabhu immediately offered obeisances. Purī-gosāñira prabhu, kaila caraṇa vandana. He went and offered, Mahaprabhu went and offered obeisances at the lotus feet of Paramānanda Purī. Preme purī-gosāñi tāre, kaila āliṅgana. And then Paramānanda Purī immediately, in great affection, picked up Mahaprabhu and embraced him. So we understand that, Paramānanda Purī must be a superior, a senior. Of course, the Supreme Lord he is supreme. But in the past time, Paramānanda Purī must have been a senior devotee. That's why Mahaprabhu is offering obeisances. This is the etiquette we see in Krishna's pastimes also. When Lord Krishna would meet the Pandavas, how would he meet? He would accept obeisances from Nakul Sahadev, and he would embrace Arjun, and he would offer obeisances to Bhimsen and Yudhishthir Maharaj. Why? Because Nakul Sahadev were junior, younger in age. Arjun was of the same age. Bhimsen and Yudhishthir Maharaj were senior in age. So that is the etiquette, how to meet. Those who are subordinate, you accept obeisances from them. Those who are equal, you meet by embracing. And those who are superior, you bow down in front of them, like that. So here we are seeing Mahaprabhu is offering obeisances to Puri Gosai. So from this behavior, we can understand Puri Gosai must have been a senior, like that. Purī-gosāñira prabhu kaila caraṇa vandana, preme purī-gosāñi tāre kaila āliṅgana. So how do normally the superiors reciprocate? Either they bless, right? Or when there is lot of affection, they just embrace, like that. So preme purī-gosāñi tāre kaila āliṅgana. Upon meeting Paramānanda Purī, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu offered him all respects, touching his lotus feet. And Paramānanda Purī embraced the Lord in ecstasy. We also saw similar when Madhavendra Puri met with Nityananda Prabhu. That was, they just embraced each other, because Madhavendra Puri is in a very, very exalted position. So Madhavendra Puri was not even aware of external world. He was constantly always, so much so that he couldn't even live amongst people. He would live in the forests and jungles because he couldn't bear to see people not Krishna conscious. He could not bear to see that. He would not be in external consciousness. He wouldn't know whether it's day or night or where he was. So when he saw Sri Nityananda Prabhu, both of them just embraced each other. And they stayed like that. So text 169. tina-dina preme dohe kṛṣṇa-kathā-raṅge sei vipra-ghare dohe rahe eka-saṅge. tina-dina preme dohe kṛṣṇa-kathā-raṅge. So for 3 days, Paramānanda Purī and Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, they relished Krishna Katha together. They would just discuss and relish Krishna Katha in great love. tina-dina preme dohe kṛṣṇa-kathā-raṅge. They just were absorbed and enjoyed, right? Relished Krishna Katha in great love, the two of them. Sei vipra-ghare dohe rahe eka-saṅge. So they stayed in the home of the same Brahmana, say Vipra. Which Vipra? That means both of them stayed in the house of one Brahmana. That means not that both of them stayed in two separate Brahmanas' homes. Both stayed, same means that same. So they stayed in that Brahmana's house only. That means both of them stayed. So wherever Paramānanda Purī stayed in one Brahmana's house, in the same house, Mahaprabhu also stayed for 3 days. Say vipra-ghare dohe rahe eka-saṅge. They stayed together. In the same Brahmana's house, both of them stayed together. Remember, sannyasis don't have any homes. They just travel. And when they reach any place, a village, because they'll be passing by, traveling. So, past villages, forests, they'll just keep walking and traveling. So when they, at night, when it is evening, whichever place they are at, whichever village, they spend the night there. So they stay in some Brahmana's home. Brahmanas usually invite, or they stay in the temple. We saw in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela also. So Mahaprabhu would stay in the temples at night. And, this is the etiquette. Grihasthas, especially Brahmanas, because sannyasis should not eat in, homes where they cook meat and all. They should not eat. So they don't accept invitations. But Brahmanas and Vaishnavas, they invite sannyasis to please come to their house to honor prasadam, even to stay in their house also. So they would stay that night there and then continue traveling. But Mahaprabhu, we see he would stay in the temple and he would accept prasadam in, devotees would invite him. He would take prasad like that. So now they stayed in this, Sri Paramānanda Purī was staying in one Brahmana's house. And Mahaprabhu came to see him, and both of them stayed in the same Brahmana's house together. Mahaprabhu stayed for 3 days, and they discussed Krishna Katha in great joy. They stayed together. Sei vipra-ghare dohe rahe eka-saṅge. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu stayed with Paramānanda Purī in the Brahmana's house where he was residing. The two of them passed 3 days there discussing topics of Krishna. purī-gosāñi bole, Ami jabo purushottame, purushottama dekhi gaude, jabo Ganga snane. So now purī-gosāñi is telling Paramānanda Purī, purī-gosāñi, he's saying what his next plans are, what he's going to do next. He stayed for 4 months on Ṛṣabha Hill in South India. He said, next from here, I'm going to go to Purushottam. I'm going to go to Jagannath Puri, Nilachal Kshetra, Orissa. So from South India to Orissa. So he's saying that Ami jabo Purushottame. From here, I'm going to go to Jagannath Puri. Purushottama dekhi, Gaude jabo Ganga snane. After taking darshan of Purushottama, taking darshan of Lord Jagannath of Purushottam Kshetra, then I'm going to go to Bengal, Gaude. And in Bengal, I'm going to take bath in Ganga. That means I'll go and travel to Bengal and take bath in Ganga. That's his next plan. Now he is in South India, near Madurai, in Ṛṣabha Hill. From there, he's going to go to Jagannath Puri, take darshan of Purushottama. From there, he will travel to Bengal and take bath in Ganga. Puri Gosai bole, Ami jabo Purushottama dekhi, Gaude jabo, Ganga snane. Paramānanda Purī informs Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu that he was going to see Purushottam at Jagannath Puri. After seeing Lord Jagannath there, he would go to Bengal to bathe in the Ganges. Prabhu kohe tumi punaha aiso nila chale ami setu banda hoite asibo alpakale. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that, oh, so you'll take darshan of Lord Jagannath and from there you'll go to Bengal to take bath in Ganges. After taking bath in Ganges, please come back again to Jagannath Puri. Punaha aiso nila chale. Punaha means again, come back. So after you go to Bengal to take bath in Ganga, from there please return, come back to Jagannath Puri, to Nilachala. Ami setu banda hoite asibo alpakale. Meanwhile, because Mahaprabhu is also on his South India tour. He's in South India now. He has to go all the way down to Setu Banda. So he said, you come back to Jagannath Puri. Meanwhile, I'll go to Setu Banda and very quickly I will return to Jagannath Puri. That means we'll meet there again. Like that. So you got the point? Paramānanda Purī said that he told his plans. From here, I'm going to go to Jagannath Puri. From Jagannath Puri, after taking darshan of Lord Jagannath, I'll go to Bengal and I'll take bath in the Ganges. So, and then he'll have some other plan from there how he's going to travel. But until then, his plan was fixed. He's going to go to Jagannath Puri and then he'll go to Bengal. Just remember, all this is walking. So you can imagine it will take, weeks probably at least. So he's going to walk to Jagannath Puri, take darshan and then go to Bengal and take bath in the Ganges. And Mahaprabhu said, oh, please come back to Jagannath Puri. After you take bath in Ganges, you come back to Jagannath Puri. Meanwhile, I'll go to Setu Banda and very soon, right, very quickly, I'll return to Jagannath Puri. Idea is we'll meet there again. Prabhu kohe tumi punaha aiso nila chale ami setu banda hoite asibo alpakale. Very soon I'll come. Alpakal. In a short time, I will be there. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu then told him, please return to Jagannath Puri, for I will return there very soon from Rameshwar Setu Banda. Setu Banda is the place, right, where the bridge is built from India to Sri Lanka by Lord Ramchandra, Setu Banda. So that's like the tip, the end of the peninsula. So I'll go all the way south and then I'll come back from Rameshwar. Tomara nikate rohi heno vancha hoy. Nila chale asibe more hoya sadai. Tomare nikate rohi heno vancha. Just see how sweet Mahaprabhu is, right? I mean, he's saying, Tomara nikate rahi heno vancha hoy. I have this desire to stay close to you. Tomar nikate rohi heno vancha hoy. I get this desire to stay very close to you. Nila chale asibe more hoya sadaya. So if you come to Nilachala, you will be very merciful to me, right? Or you please come to Nilachala being very merciful to me. Okay? Nilachale asibe more hoya sadaya. Please be merciful to me by coming to Nilachal. Okay? Please be merciful to me by coming to Nilachal, because I have a desire to stay close to you. So if you come to Nilachal, you'll be merciful to me. Please come to Nilachal and being merciful to me. Please come to Nilachal being merciful to me, because I have a desire to stay close to you. Tomara nikate rohi heno vancha hoy. Nilachale asibe more hoya sadai. Being merciful to me, please come to Nilachal. It is my desire to stay with you, and therefore if you would return to Jagannath Puri, you would show great mercy to me. Like that. If you would return to Jagannath Puri, you would show great mercy to me. Achha. 1 second. It is my desire to stay with you, and therefore, if you would return to Jagannath Puri, you would show great mercy to me. Eta boli tara thai, ei agya loya, dakhine chalila prabhu harashita hoya. So saying this much, tara thai, ei agya loya. So after saying this, Mahaprabhu took permission from Paramānanda Purī. Again, you see the relationship, superior, right? Like a senior. So he took permission. And also, just this is Mahaprabhu's, wonderful personality. He would always take permission, not just that only from superiors. He would, before he took sannyas also, he went to each person, to each devotee, taking their permission. And if they didn't give permission, he would convince them. Every time he would leave, it would be very difficult because the devotees wouldn't want him to go. Even in Jagannath Puri, when he was coming to South India, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya literally fainted. And he said, please stay a little longer. And Mahaprabhu stayed back with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya to, just to pacify him. And then he left. And now we saw Venkat Bhatta also. He took permission from Venkat Bhatta. Of course, Venkat Bhatta is the host. So Mahaprabhu took permission. Now I will leave. But yeah. So now we see he took permission from, he stayed for 3 days with Paramānanda Purī, and now he's taking permission. Eta boli tara thai from him. Ei agya loya, he took permission. Dakshine chalila prabhu harashita hoya. And he went south, further south, with a jubilant mind, right? Very happily, being very pleased. So why is he very pleased? I guess he's very pleased that because he'll be meeting Paramānanda Purī once again. Like that. After talking in this way with Paramānanda Purī, the Lord took his permission to leave and very pleased departed for southern India. Paramānanda Purī tabe chalila nila chale, Mahaprabhu chali aila Śrī Shaile. And Mahaprabhu went south towards Setubandha, and Paramānanda Purī went towards Nilachala. And Mahaprabhu walking, he came to Śrī Shailam. Okay. Thus Paramānanda Purī started for Jagannath Puri, and Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu began walking towards Śrī Shaila. Now about Śrī Shaila, we hear Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur remarks, which Śrī Shaila is being indicated by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is not clearly understood. There is no temple of Mallikarjuna. Mallikarjuna is Lord Shiva in this area. You see, Śrī Shaila is actually in Andhra Pradesh. There is Śrī Shaila. We read about this before. When Mahaprabhu was going down south, there were several Shiva temples, one after another. So there we saw Śrī Kalahasti, right? So Śrī Shaila. Did we read about Śrī Shaila? We read about Śrī Kalahasti. Anyway, but there is Śrī Shaila in Andhra. But now this is all the way south, after Tamil Nadu. This is, or all the way down south in Tamil Nadu. So here, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is saying, which Śrī Shaila is being indicated by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is not clearly understood. There is no temple of Mallikarjuna in this area because the Śrī Shaila located in the district of Dharwad cannot possibly be there. That Śrī Shaila is on the southern side of Belgaum. That means Karnataka. And the Shiva temple of Mallikarjuna is located there. Refer to text 15 of this chapter. That's what earlier we had seen. We can even quickly go back and see text 15. Mallikarjuna tirthe jai, Mahesha dekhila, taha sabha loke Krishna nama lao yaila. So that is Mallikarjuna temple of Lord Shiva. That is Srishaila. So after meeting this devotee who's always chanting Lord Rama's name, then Mahaprabhu continued and he came to Gautami Ganga. There is Mallikarjuna Tirtha, the temple of Lord Shiva. So he took darshan of Lord Shiva, who is a servant of Lord Rama, and then went to Ahobal Narsimha, like that. So from there, he went south, and then it is said that he came back again, returned. That means he went and he came back to Siddhavata once again, where that Brahmana was chanting Ram's name. So he went to Gautami Ganga, which is on the banks of Gautami, right? Gautami Ganga. There is Lord Shiva's temple, Mallikarjun Tirtha. Then from there, he went to Ahobala Narsimha, and then to Siddhavat. So there at Siddhavat, this Brahmana invited him to his house. The Brahmana who's always chanting Lord Ram's name. And after taking prasad, then Mahaprabhu went to Skanda Kshetra and to Trimatha. And after that, he returned again, like he turned around and he came to Siddhavat. Okay. So then that whole pastime of how that Brahmana is before he was chanting Lord Ram's name, and now he started chanting Krishna's names. After showing mercy to that Brahmana, then Mahaprabhu went to Vriddha-kashi. So you see all Shiva temples. Then he left Vriddha-kashi and proceeded further. And then we met that, that Buddhist Acharya, the leader of the Buddhists. So that whole thing happened in one village. Yeah. So like that. So this Srishaila that we are talking about now, so from there then Mahaprabhu went south and came to Srirangam. Then from Srirangam, now Mahaprabhu went to Ṛṣabha Parvat, and from Ṛṣabha Parvat, he went to Setubandha, like that. So while he's going to Setubandha, he came to this temple of Lord Shiva called Srishaila. So which Srishaila is this is the question. This is not that Mallikarjuna Tirtha. It's a different temple of Lord Shiva. That's the point. So we were in 174. Mahaprabhu came to Srishaila, he said. So there is no temple of Mallikarjun in this area because the Srishaila located in the district of Dharwad cannot possibly be there. So Dharwad means it's in Belgaum, Karnataka. That Srishaila is on the southern side of Belgaum, and the Shiva temple of Mallikarjuna is located there. It is said that on that hill, Lord Shiva lived with Devi. Also, Lord Brahma lived there with all the demigods. That means this Srishaila. But this Srishaila which is being mentioned is not possibly the same one. Okay. Shiva Durga rahe taha brahmanera veshe Mahaprabhu dekhi dohara hoila ullase. In Srishaila, Lord Shiva and his wife Durga lived in the dress of Brahmanas, and when they saw Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, they became very pleased. So now Mahaprabhu is going towards Rameshwaram. Somewhere in Tamil Nadu, there is this temple of Srishaila, and it is on a hill, right? And there, Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati, they live in the form of Brahmana and Brahmani. Shiva Durga rahe taha brahmanera veshe. Mahaprabhu dekhi dohara hoila ullase. When they saw Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, they became jubilant. Ullase. tina-dina vikadila kori nimantrana nibhrite bosi gupta varta ko hedui jana. So again, Mahaprabhu stayed there for 3 days. They invited Mahaprabhu to please take prasadam at their place. So for 3 days, tina-dina vikadila kori nimantrana. So they see sannyasis, they don't stay for more than 3 days in one place. You know that, right? So that's why we see 3 days. So there, the Brahmana and Brahmani, who were none other than Lord Shiva and Parvati Devi, they invited Mahaprabhu to please take prasadam at their house for 3 days. Nibhrite bosi gupta varta kohe dui jana. And in a solitary place, they had confidential talks. So we don't know what they talked. But they had gupta varta, confidential talks. Dui jana. That means Lord Shiva, Parvati Devi and Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. So they had some confidential talks, which we don't know. Lord Shiva, dressed like a Brahmana, gave alms to Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu and invited him to spend their 3 days in a solitary place. Sitting there together, they talked very confidentially. tāṛṣaṅge Mahaprabhu kori ishta goshti, tāra agya loya aila puri kama koshti. So in their association, Mahaprabhu had ishta goshti. Ishta goshti means what? That means ishta, that like devotees coming together and discussing Kṛṣṇa-kathā, which is very pleasing to their heart. That is ishta goshti. Guhyam akhyati prichhati. Right? What are the 6 symptoms? Loving exchanges between devotees. Dadati prati grihnati. Bhungte bhojayate chaiva. Guhyam akhyati prichhati. Dadati prati grihnati means giving gifts and accepting gifts. Bhungte bhojayate. You accept prasadam in devotees' homes and you invite devotees to your house to offer them prasad. And also, guhyam akhyati prichhati. You inquire from them confidentially and you reveal your own heart to the devotee. So these are the 6 loving exchanges between devotees. So this guhyam akhyati prichhati, speaking with each other, expressing what is in your heart. What do devotees speak? Confidential things. And means they will only discuss, maybe their realizations in Krishna consciousness or like that, right? Not that, oh, I have this problem and that problem and all that. I mean, in the initial stages, of course, there's superiors, juniors and seniors. So juniors, if they have some problems, they will express and seniors will listen. That is there. But also you have different, depends on the level of advancement of the devotee, right? So Ishtagoshti means you come together to discuss Krishna Katha. And of course, if you have some obstacles in your Krishna conscious life, then how to overcome that so that you can progress in Krishna consciousness like that. But Ishtagoshti, what can you see in entire Srimad Bhagavatam, what is the discussion between Shaunakadi Rishis and Suta Goswami? What is the discussion between Maitreya Muni and Vidurji? What is the discussion between Sukadev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj? What are the talks between Narad Muni and Yudhishthir Maharaj? Between Krishna and Uddhava? And it goes on and on and on. So devotees, exalted devotees, when they come together, the conclusion of that will only be pure devotional service, nothing else. Even apparently they're asking about creation and this and that. The conclusion will be ultimately pure devotional service. So Ishtagoshti. So you can imagine Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu, Lord Shiva, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Swayam Bhagavan Krishna now, who is in his, who came as with the mood of Srimati Radharani as Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, the greatest devotee. What do you think they'll be discussing? What will be their Ishtagoshti? They had some confidential talks. We can only imagine guess, what would be their discussions, right? So, tāṛṣaṅge Mahaprabhu kori Ishtagoshti, tāra agya loya aila puri kama koshti. So, after 3 days, after having Ishtagoshti with Lord Shiva, and Parvati Devi. Now the Lord took permission from them because sannyasis have to keep moving. So he took permission, and Aila Puri Kamakoshti. Puri Kamakoshti. So this is a place, Kamakoshti Puri in South India, not the Jagannath Puri. Puri means like a city. So Kamakoshti Puri came to the city of Kamakoshti. So after meeting with Sri Lord Shiva and Parvati Devi, taking permission, Mahaprabhu left and went to Kamakoshti Puri. So we will also halt at Kamakoshti Puri for today, and we will proceed further with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tomorrow. Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila
Thanks,
Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai.
Swami ki jai.
Samaveta Gaur
Gaur
Bhakta ki jai.
Bhakti ki jai.
Vancha
Kalpatarubhesha kripa sindhu vaja patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.